Hi, this is Adam Botterill here from Waterstone Insolvency and my colleague Kelly. This is our first video made under Zoom conditions because of lockdown. And normally we produce these in our little recording studio at work, but here we are on video call. How are you doing, Kelly?
Hey Adam, I think doing well during lockdown, different working from home, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this new recording goes or this new way
Yeah,
of doing things goes. So
yeah.
yeah, excited about that. And you,
Am
how are
I
you going?
am I giving you enough work?
Yes, definitely. It almost feels like I've got more work to do at home
Right.
than at the office. But I think that we're quite lucky because we're very well set up, to work remotely. So
Hmm.
it's definitely made things a lot easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, we obviously have our laptops that we have at home as well, makes it easy. Before we had the laptops, it was quite hard, so it's quite, um, good to have that set up. I think we just want to have a little chat about the IRD and liquidation applications, what's happening during lockdown. I know that the IRD's petitions are a big factor in prompting companies to look at voluntary liquidation. And it's interesting, Kelly, you've been looking into the stats this lockdown. How is it looking? Have they slowed down? Similar pace still happening?
So I had a look on the New Zealand Gazette just to try and get some statistics, and obviously it's still quite early, so there's not too much available.
Mm,
But last year, during the level 3 and level 4 lockdowns, the IRD didn't put any companies into liquidation.
mm,
And this year, they've continued to do so, even in level 4. So I've only seen, two companies that have been placed into liquidation as a result of applications made by the IRD. But, although that might not seem significant, I think just given that they hadn't put any into liquidation last year, it is quite interesting. And then during the month of August, we've seen 13 companies that have gone into liquidation on applications made by the IRD. So that's quite a lot. And it, to me, and just based on that very limited data that we have at the moment, it does seem like they're continuing with their more active approach to, putting companies into liquidation. So yeah.
yeah, I agree. I think that they're not taking their foot off the gas as much as they did last time. So if you do have a problem with IRD debt, it's not a good time now just to try and ignore it and hope that it will go away. It seems like they are going to continue on with some of their enforcement measures, and I think that's really facilitated by the VMR and the virtual um, high court hearings. They're still running the liquidation lists in
Yeah.
virtual. So I think the court's taken a lesson from the last year's lockdown, and they really skilled up in terms of being able to do things virtually. And
Yes. Yeah.
so that's really meant that they can continue on with the list and
Yeah.
these applications.
Yeah, and I think also, not just the court, but I think that everyone in general, has really scaled up in terms of making sure that they can work, remotely. I mean, if
Mm.
you look at how long it took us just to get our laptops because of the supply issues. So, yeah, um, it's quite interesting.
No, it is, and I think it'll be really good to keep watching the stats come out from the IRD applications, probably for the end of August, and that will give us a really good idea as to have are the applications still flowing through as normal, or have they put a pause on new enforcement? So probably we'll need to do a little update um, at the end of the month to see where things are at, and
Yeah,
that will really give us a good idea of, is this a real pause, or if it's still just business as usual. I guess if you have received any demands from the IRD or liquidation applications, definitely get in touch with us. Happy to have a chat with you and see what can be done in terms of your insolvency options. And yeah, keep safe and obviously coping through this time. And hopefully we'll see you at one of our in-person events when we're able to again.
Thank you, Adam.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly.